Hi, welcome to this DCP web tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to change the color of an object in a photograph using Adobe Photoshop CC. If we open up this folder, in this folder we've got this picture of this woman holding this sunflower, and we want to isolate the sunflower using a selection and then change the color of this sunflower, in particular the one in front of her face, and leave all the other ones as they are. So let's go ahead and open up Photoshop. I'll put a link to this image that I'm using in the YouTube description, so you can download this same image. Just check the YouTube description, you'll find that image there. We'll drag and drop this picture into Photoshop. Just drag and drop that in here. And we want to make a selection of this, so we'll use the quick select tool. We'll click add or new selection here. We'll set the brush size to around 37. Seems to be a pretty good size, maybe a little bit smaller. Set to around 35. And then we'll just draw inside of this sunflower, and Photoshop will pre-select the sunflower inside. So that's what we want to isolate. We could change the color of her nails as well. If you wanted to do that, we could do that as well. Let's press the letter the letter Z, and we can zoom in on this hand, and maybe we can select these nails here. Just do like a rough selection on them, and if it over selects, what you can do, let's undo that selection there. We can use the unselect or the deselect, so we can unselect stuff that we don't want in our selection. So we just do a rough selection of these nails. It won't be perfect. You can spend more time refining that selection. Maybe we'll add a little bit here as well. Let's make the size a bit smaller, and then we can get this selection a bit better in here as well. Something like this, and then maybe we can select this nail here, and then we use the minus. Let's just reduce the size, and we'll press Z to zoom. Let's zoom in here, and we'll try and clean this up around the edge a little bit. So I think that will be okay. Maybe around here we need to reduce the selection a little bit, so this should be okay. So we've kind of, the objective was to select really just the sunflower, but we've got the nail selected as well. So let's go to layer, let's go to adjustment layer, and let's go to the hue and saturation, and we'll click OK. Now we can change this slider, and we'll change the not only the color of this sunflower, but we're also changing slightly the color of the nails as well. If you notice, it would have probably been better to have a separate selection for the nails, to be fair, because then we could isolate them and change their colors a bit more easier. But here you can see we could have made the nails sort of a more of a white color, then our hue and saturation will work better on this. But we'll leave it dark for now. Really, it was the sunflower wanting to isolate, but you can see you can pick other colors and other things out of this image here. But let's change the sunflower. Let's make it a ridiculous color like pink, and let's maybe make it, yeah, like a pink color, right? So that's our sunflower change of color. Let's go to File, Export As, and we'll save it as a JPEG file. Let's just save that. We don't want to overwrite this image, so let's just call this 01. Let's save that. We should really save it as a Photoshop file, so we can come in and edit this later. So save as, we'll save it as a PSD file, and we can close this, and then we have our original image, or our new image here, and we've got the original one here as well. So let's drag that on this side, drag it on this side. Now we can see that we've isolated that particular sunflower and changed its color. So we can quickly use the quick selection tool to select a part of this image, and then we can use the hue and saturation to change the color of that particular part of the image. So that's how you go about changing a specific part of an image. In this case it was a sunflower, to a different color. I hope you find that tutorial useful. I look forward to seeing you on the next DCP web tutorial.